Hello, this is Tam of the TamBOTC channel, and we are on episode 2, or the next part, of Is It Worth Your Memory? Now, I'm probably not going to label these episodes, but by game. A little bit loud. Okay. Let me know, is the volume of my voice or the volume of the game louder than the other, and which one you want to hear a little, to adjust the volume for. Alright, let's start. It's loud even though I turned it down a little bit. Let's start a new game. This is Pneuma, Breath of Life. This is the free Xbox Live Gold game, and I'll check out the PlayStation Plus. And I don't know, does Wii U get free games? I'll look that up. I can't remember. But if they do, I'll check that out too.
In the beginning, me. I'm awake. I'm alive. I can feel it. Life flowing through me. Breath, thought. A few seconds ago, there was nothing, but now here I am. Well, there's only one logical conclusion. I am God, and this is my universe. It's pretty cool. It's too dark and silent, formless and void, not fitting for a god of my stature. Let there be light. Oh, and there was. Oh,
Oh, really?
Oh, I must be God. I can move. I can talk. I can walk.
Don't worry.
To and fro.
I decorated my desk, by the way, all Star Wars themed. Because, Star Wars is coming out and I can't wait. Both the game and the movie.
This is amazing.
Holy crud, my eyes.
A bit bland, but a bland universe is better than no universe. Still, I feel the need for progress. I need a direction. I need a destination. An end to my beginning. An omega to my alpha. But how can there be progress without a destination?
Don't really like the whole,
Aha!
God concept. That's a little stupid.
Now a path that leads to a destination. Progress. Before me, I see a large...
Sorry to say.
I press on and walk through the wall like a ghost. Nope, walls are solid. Can't do that. Note to self, cannot walk through walls.
Well then, you know, powerful being.
A button! Push the button. Escape the box. I control the world with a wave of my figurative hand. Though, being a god, I have no need for hands, apparently. I think I need some trimmings. Something to spruce the place up a bit. Make my universe heavenly.
Some color.
My wealth and godlike status.
Status. I can already tell just by the
Gold.
accent.
Lots of gold. To reflect my immense wealth and abundance of goldness. Also to reflect my love of reflective metals. Whoa. Okay, that's it. A temple. That's the right kind of place for a god to live.
This is very nice looking, though. Very pretty.
If I bend my figurative knees and jump, the world moves downwards, away from me, the center of my own little universe. I translate the world as if it were mine. Well, yeah, which it is. As I move forward, the world approaches me.
Very nice looking game.
In the center of the universe. As I turn, the world rotates around me.
He's sort of full of himself. I sort of like the narrator, though. He's a little silly. He reminds me of something out of Portal.
As an artist, I need to define my influences. Who are my influences? Well, myself. I inspire myself. I am inspirational. I aspire to be myself.
He's got a style for Greek architecture. Oh, yeah, he does.
Matched. Perfectly.
How
Now I
long
can
was
relax.
my last episode? It was like
It's over.
30 minutes. Ooh. Oh. Holy crud. Really? That much gamer score for the stinking first part? Let me check the stinking gamer score on this game. Okay, I can't. Don't. While this is loading, I'm going to look at the achievements. It's on, oh, okay. What? Wait, is games restricted to 1,000 each time? 'Cause I've been noticing that's a trend. Whoa, what's wrong with the screen? That makes you want to play it just so you can get tons of gamer score out of it. What the crud? Wow. Alright, I want to quit that. Get back into this. Continue. What?
Lead me, path. Lead me to
Oh,
my
okay, that
destination.
was...
Onwards! A passing gate is a sign of progress along my path. I must admit that I rather enjoy the progress.
Illuminati.
However, it seems I am met with a new challenge at every turn. These challenges require knowledge. Slightly worrying. As a god, I consider myself all-knowing. Why is it I must stop and think?
His eyes are a little...
Knowledge is obscured from me. All these eyes, watching, makes me a bit uneasy. Not a fan of onlookers, to be honest. That which I can see
Roman
exists.
numerals. Interesting.
Ah, a bench. Brilliant. Something to rest my figurative head upon from all that adventurous walking. But I must be honest with myself. As a god, I feel no real need to rest. I don't know why I made a bench. Doesn't really make sense. Maybe I should rest as an example to others. No, there are no others.
Can't jump very high, that's for sure. I can't go back with the crowd.
I don't understand why I filled the place with pots either.
Okay,
I don't have
so
anything
it's
to
like
store.
it's...
Maybe I should make lemonade.
through
I need
it
to invent
once
lemons
with
first, a few other
opportunity.
things too. Time to start a list of inventions. Lemons, a lemon press, sugar, the abstract concept of sweetness, a tongue. I definitely need a tongue, but I need a body first.
Okay.
Legs. I want legs. Then I can have footsteps to accompany my walking. I find myself all
This
for the
guy's
imperial currently, even for a
very
god.
needy. Oh,
A door that opens only when watched. Yet more evidence of my centrality to this narrative.
interesting.
It makes me wonder what is in the next room before I enter. Is there anything? Is it simulated? Is it cold because my mind does not have the power to imagine the whole world at one instant?
It's very
For the sake
interesting.
of sanity, I
Reminds me of
believe the room around the
Myst.
corner exists.
And like the commentary and such reminds me and like the feel of Portal. Like it's funny like Portal, but it plays out like Myst. I love both games. I have the gamer score I want to do Myst actually for the channel, and I do want to do Portal, but that'll take a while. What's this at? Alright, there's gotta be a puzzle here. What is with all these pots? He didn't say anything about these. Is there any other button options? No, there's just a jump. Dude. There's, I'm gonna stick it, see if I can fall to my death. Let's see. Eye on that. Eye on that. There's an eye on every single one of these. Man, is this game trying to promote the Illuminati more than I thought? Alright, where's the eye in this room? That looks like something important. But I can't get to it.
Aha! There it is!
Oh my goodness.
And I'm afraid not even you could escape my powers of observation.
Wow. That was a good one. Should have just directly looked up.
Wow! So many books, years of reading. But why would God read books that He's not written? Then again, books written by God would be the best books. Why would I read books that I haven't written? I should write my own book. A book set apart from the rest. I wouldn't know what to call it. Autobiography, maybe. A brief
Pneuma.
history of life. Pneuma presents himself
Pneuma.
in Pneuma. Critics have called it the best book ever written. Winner of every writing prize for writing. The Hallway called it the best book since records began. A small bench said it was a record-breaking record of historical records. Oh, I don't know what kind of book I would write if I didn't write an autobiography, though. Maybe a piece of fiction. I could tell stories of magical doors that only open when watched. Maybe stories about a little wooden boy come to life. Maybe I'd write science books. As the creator of the universe, I could easily write an exhaustive science textbook. I mean, if I got something wrong, I could just change the rules of the universe to match the book. I could keep changing the laws of the universe and write new revisions. I could write every book on the face of the universe. There's still every book to write, and forever to write it in.
Okay, there's just this eye. Alright.
Things further away seem smaller. An increase in distance causes a decrease in size. This is called perspective. The irony is the implication. I must be the biggest thing in the world.
Must lift that or something. Possibly. Puzzles are certainly interesting. Can I do anything with this? No. Dang it. Can't do anything else to that. Maybe there's a switch. I gotta look around. There it is. I didn't see that before, really. Is there another one? Alright. Little lower. Whoa, it just got dark. Okay, a little bit lower. There we go. Whoa, why is it dark? Okay. That was pretty cool though. We got 15 minutes. We got another 15 minutes. We can do this. Holy crud. Really? How many chapters were there again? Oh crud. It's too late. Oh, this is loading. I'm just checking the achievements. They're both the same amount. This probably has less replay value though, but it's definitely like challenges your head. It'll make you laugh and it's just straight out entertaining. Huh. So there is 6 chapters, but it seems there's individual, I guess, really hard challenges. And then just the game straight up completed. So quit that. Go back to game.
Where did all this marble come from?
You.
It's just here. I guess as God, I made it. I can't remember ever making any of this, though. Marble requires great heat, pressure, and time to form. So how did I make it? Did I just pop it into existence? I guess I could do that. Or did I have it in another universe cooking for a couple of million years? Both are reasonable.
Okay.
Maybe both. Changing it up. I need to work on my memory. Look at this! The world bends to my will. More evidence of my deity, the immense power of my mind. Bow before my ample brow, for I can move things with just a glance. Fear my gaze, lest I move you around.
Very selfish, aren't you? Can I get in here? No. It's a nice, really nice graphics though. Really nice looking. Love the architecture. Like, I could get stuck in this game as I already
What a
am.
polite door. Opening itself upon my approach. The right way to treat your god, door. I shall give you great treasures for your compliance. This door? What a conniving door. You can see its proud look as it attempts to thwart me. Why can't you be more like that other door? That other door had respect. I shall walk through this door with head held high. I have bested you, door.
Am I this main character? Very interesting puzzles, but I feel like Mist sort of...
Bow to my rotational power. This is normal. Moving things with your mind. It must be. I am normal. That cannot be contested. Normal is the norm, and as the only thing, I must be normal.
I feel like the puzzles are a little... They're still really neat, don't get me wrong, but I feel like they're more bland than Mist. Just by a slight bit. But I'm sure they'll get much better afterwards. If they don't, I'll be pretty surprised. I should... Wait, there's reflection of something. Is there an eye on the bridge? There's an eye somewhere. Something's glowing blue and reflective. Good enough.
I am mighty. I rather enjoy moving heavy marble with my mind. It would be a tough job to move this marble by hand, to be honest. What are hands?
I like the concept of the puzzles too.
I can move bridges with my mind. I wonder if I could move them to laughter or tears. They seem to be quite emotionally dead. But with enough anthropomorphism, I'm sure they would lighten up. Thank you, bridges, for bringing things together. I wonder if these bridges deserve my thanks. If they're my creation, is to thank them to thank myself? Well, thank me for my excellence.
Alright. Interesting. Don't look at them when you are done with the puzzle. Okay, this is good enough, whatever. And look at them when you want to move them, depending on the direction you go. Backwards, forwards, whatever. Side to side. So far, that's the only puzzle I've been seeing, but it's been used in some pretty darn unique ways.
This world seems counterintuitive. Not entirely sure what's going on. I seem to be playing a series of practical jokes on myself. Who constructs a world like this? A world that attempts to confound me at every turn. Why did I make such a world? Makes me feel smart, I guess. How gratuitously self-indulgent.
Dink. Right. Alright. Wow, it got dark. This is weird with the dark transitions. Once again, I hope you hear me fine, and I hope you hear the game fine. Oh. Hello?
The world turns about my pivot. Is it that the world turns around me, or that I turn around the world? If it's just matrix multiplication, then the question is redundant, I'm sure. Cos theta minus sine theta cos theta. My conscious perspective makes it an incontrovertible fact that I am the center of the universe.
Whoa. Oh. Oh. Alright. I should have done a seizure warning. Seizure warnings, just in case. I did not know it was going to have that kind of stuff. Jeez. And that made me dizzy.
As a god, I can turn any situation to my advantage. The rules of the universe are mine to write.
Hi.
They're rather conventional at the moment.
What the? What the? What the crud? good enough. Not good enough. Alright. Is there, another one? Are there seriously... Really? These chapters are short. I like the puzzles. Are those supposed to be eyes, by the way? I'm starting to wonder, because I thought they were bubbles at first, and I was like, maybe they're eyes. They do look sort of like the pupil part of the eye. The eye is in this game. This game's interesting, but if this is how short each level is...
Every room of this world seems to be carefully crafted for me. A hidden hand woven through the fabric of the universe. A fingerprint everywhere. A different hidden hand guiding my footsteps.
Sanctorum?
Origins of mystery. But why a mystery? Gods should know all things.
I don't know, because you're stupid? No. Anyways, it's like he's selfish, if anything. Right. Interesting.
Who created this world? If not, why would the world have the appearance of craft? Perhaps as I speak, a subconscious part of me is busy making the next room. It is my world, after all. I must be working hard right now to build the next room, or perhaps my mind creates this appearance of order out of the noise.
Hmm. Crud. Wait, 3? Why didn't I check that? So that's 2. I'm going on a little. That's 4. That's 5. So that's 1. 2. 3.
This world is clearly the product of a mind. It is
Okay.
full of inorganic patterns and purposeful architecture. Could a series of complex interactions create an agent possible of making purposeful change in an environment? If that were the case, then it would make a compelling argument for a world without craft. Still, a world optimized for some function, mind you. If something was transient, if something abided in this universe for a moment, or if something was removed, where does it go? A thing that is removed from the universe does not exist. A thing that does not exist. How can I know of a thing that does not exist? A memory of a thing that once existed. I need a principle to avoid this contradiction, this cognitive dissonance in my mind. How can I know of a thing that does not exist? What is this pervasive delusion? Things must exist forever. How are these things created? Before creation, they did not exist. Tense. Time. Time! The world has time. The world is not always the same. Aha! But I am constrained to this time. Why am I constrained to time? A god should not be constrained.
Is this timed? So, oh, okay, I get it. Anyways, I'm gonna have to leave. Alright, there we go. It's been 35 minutes. This was Pneuma? Yeah. And this is a puzzle-solving game like Myst, and it's got an announcer that reminds me of Wheatley from Portal in a way. It's got this whole guy that thinks he's godlike. Don't care for the subject. It's generally stupid in this context. But it's hilarious. It's entertaining. It'll make you think. I like that. And that's what I love about it, because it's a lot like Myst. There's other games coming out that are a lot like Myst. I can't remember what they're called. But I'm going to end this episode here. What I think of Pneuma, is it worth your memory? Now let's take a look at this game. So far, it seems short, but it gives you quite a bit of gigabyte. 10.4 gigabyte. That's a hard one. Due to the fact that it seems like such a short game, that doesn't make sense. That almost hits me as hard as how Evil Within hit me, where it was more gigabyte than open world game like Far Cry 4. That didn't make sense. Pneuma is a good game. I would say if you have enough space, download it once. Once you get all the achievements, it's done. The game is still something worth playing all the way through, even to complete. Because you'll have fun, you'll love the narrator, you'll love some of the context, you'll love just how beautiful it looks, you'll love some of the puzzles, though they get harder, it feels too short, and that's more gigabyte than Walking Dead. And Walking Dead's much more than you could get out of this. So I don't get why that's 10.4 gigabyte. Seriously, that's stupid. But is it worth your gigabyte? I'd say or your memory? I'd say no, unless you have a lot of memory. Is it worth playing? I think so. It's fine. Just like Walking Dead, I think it's worth it. So memory-wise, not worth it. Play-wise, just to try and see, worth it. Because I think once I'm done with this game, I'm going to uninstall it. So I'll finish this level, probably get another 100 gigabyte, which is cool that it gives you quite a bit, but it's still the same amount as any other game, so it just gives you it faster. So that it's a little too easy, to be frankly honest. But I'll see you guys next time on the next episode. Sorry this one was longer, but thank you for sticking around for this one. This one was definitely great.